Hello, welcome back to On the Spot Thought. I'm here with Andrew Kemp, and today we're going to be talking about thrifting, gifting, and depicting. So, Kemp, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started.
Wow. Thank you, Dawson. It's an honor to be on your podcast. So, a little about myself. I'm Andrew Kemp. I am wall roommates with Dawson, just right across the drywall. And I'm a junior here at K-State, studying advertising, minoring in art, entrepreneurship, and leadership studies. And I'm involved with Manhattan Magazine. I'm vice president of the Hacky Sack Club. I'm vice president of the Vintage Club. I am involved with Christian Challenge. And I love to thrift. I resell a lot of thrifted clothes that I buy. And I've been making a lot of money off of that lately. And I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, so as I've seen throughout the house and throughout my career knowing you, you get through a lot of different stuff at the thrifting stores. So
I do.
I guess, what are you looking for when you go to these places?
Well, it's a good question. It's hard to say because, you go into a thrift store, like mainly when I'm here in town, I go to Goodwill.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, when I walk in, I just go in with an open mind and I'm like, hey, if I see something I like, I'm going to get it. And so I started out a lot focusing on clothes because my friend Lazarus back in Wichita, this is how I got into it actually. My friend Lazarus Massey, he started thrifting and reselling clothes and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, I like the 90s vintage kind of look and clothes are cheap. So, you gotta love that. And so I started doing that, started getting a lot of clothes and I was like, I'm spending a lot of money. I should probably make some money off of this too. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing that. So when I went in, it took like a year to kind of figure out what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things that I ended up buying that I was like, that's not that good. I'm gonna throw that away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go in and usually I either go to the back where people have tried stuff on and put it on the discard rack because there's some good stuff there.
Okay. Or
I'll go to like the new racks that they bring out with all the new stuff.
Yeah. Like
sometimes you find really good stuff. Like I remember one time, same day, they brought out some new racks. I got a brand new 80s, 90s Nike windbreaker with the tags on it. And it's black and white, and the white is pristine, no stains at all.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. And then I got a Levi's denim jacket, and that was only $6. And so, yeah.
That's pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
to answer your question, sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I kind of went off a tangent.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I go in, I'm looking for whatever, If you want to find some cool art piece to put on the wall, decorate our house, maybe some kitchenware that's real nice, decoration for my room, some clothes. If I see a shirt or something that reminds me of a friend, I'll buy it for them.
Yeah. Yeah, so what percentage would you say you keep of these clothes that you buy, and what percentage do you say you go and resell?
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
I'm usually the type of person who tries everything on before I decide if I'm going to keep it or sell it.
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes you see stains or holes, and you're like, ooh, maybe not.
Yeah.
I would say I try and get at least 51% selling. And so, I try to get over half to sell.
Yeah.
I try not to get more to keep than to sell.
Yeah. Try to keep more money coming in.
And especially as it's gone on, it's been more like a, 80% sell, 20% keep. At least I'm trying.
Yeah, and that's it's helpful for bringing more money in.
It is.
Where are you selling this on?
It's an app called Depop, Depop. It specifically caters to high school, college, freshly out of college. People who are looking to buy some trendy or vintage clothes.
Yeah, I know. College kids want things cheap, which is nice.
Sure do.
We sure do. Free stuff is the best. I think I have 80% of my shirts in my closet are free clothes, but also I'm not as thrifty as you are, so. But
hey, it doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much. So I know you go thrifting with some other people. Do you enjoy thrifting by yourself more often, or do you enjoy thrifting in a group? What are kind of the pros and cons to each of that?
Well, I like both. So by myself, I'm very free to do whatever. When I go by myself, I spend probably at least an hour,
Yeah.
maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours if it's a really good spot. Because then I gotta try stuff on and take my time with it. Maybe do some research while I'm in the dressing room. Like, is this brand good, bad? How much is it worth?
Yeah.
And so there's that. But then I have no one keeping me accountable for the time that I'm there, and I end up wasting a lot of time. And I do really enjoy going with friends because, it's the social aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You get to find stuff for them. They get to say, hey, that looks good on you. Or, maybe you should put that back.
Yeah.
And they kind of help you decide between two things and, save you some money there. It really depends on the day. A lot of times I'll just be going back from class and I'm like, I should go thrift.
Yeah.
Why not? It's a good day. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm planning it to go with friends, that's a lot of fun too.
Yeah. And you had said you go to Goodwill a lot here. Is there another place that you like to go that's not necessarily around here?
Not in Manhattan.
Not in Manhattan, just another thrifting store that you like?
I like Junction City.
Junction City? Yeah.
It's 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
They've got Salvation Army. No, they've got DAV.
Okay.
And they've got Goodwill as well. And, it's a little out of the way. All the college kids aren't really going there.
Yeah.
So you can find some good stuff.
Yeah. So what is DAV? I don't think I've heard of that.
DAV is Disabled American Veterans.
Okay.
And so a certain amount of the proceeds go back to veterans.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. Healthy thrifting.
Yes, sir.
No, that's fun stuff. So, I know you did find an umbrella hat. So what would you say an umbrella hat goes best with, clothing-wise? If you were to just wear this in a casual day, throw on the umbrella hat.
For sure. Like, you check the forecast, it's about to rain.
Yeah, so you just throw it on.
So throw it on, yeah.
Business meeting, maybe.
Obviously not the raincoat, because you've already got the hat.
Okay, so that would
would
be silly, right?
Yeah, ridiculous. You'd look like a nerd. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, umbrella hat.
Yeah.
Then, depends on if it's a spring or an autumn rain.
Oh, okay.
If it's a spring rain, you can get away with a t-shirt.
Okay, yeah.
Autumn rain, I would say, sweatshirt. Keep it cozy.
Yeah. Keep it nice and short.
And, wear something underneath, so if it gets too wet, you can take it off layers.
Facts.
Yeah. Then pants, wear some jeans, wear some shorts. Ideally, the shorts, maybe keep the top simple, make the shorts crazy to kind of match the umbrella hat, because it's like red, yellow, green, blue.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah.
I like
and
that.
shoes, chacos or cowboy boots.
Okay.
You can make a statement.
Seem like two ends of the spectrum there, but I see what you're saying.
Anything in between, really. Slippers.
Slippers? Okay, I like that.
Might get wet, might get ruined, but
It's to show that you're out there for the win. This is you.
Like,
you've committed to
nothing
the
matters except for the hat.
Except for that. Look, eyes up here. But, oh yeah, no, thrifting's a good time. So,
do you go thrifting?
The most thrifting I've gone, I would say, is I go to the Amazon return store, the It's $5 store.
You gotta love the $5 deals.
I gotta love the $5 deals. Which
that's not like quite thrifting. It's like better almost.
Yeah,
because everything's new.
Yeah, it's
cheap.
Kind of new. It's like sometimes it's broken.
Oh,
so yes. I guess for those who don't know, essentially the Amazon return store is this warehouse that you go in, and anything you find in there is $5, and it's anything from returned items that people didn't want, returned items that were the wrong color, or returned items that were broken. So you go in there and you figure out if it's broken, if you want it, if it's worth the money. So that's a fun place to go, but I don't go there too often, but I do go there every once in a while. I find it hard to spend money for me.
You're a very thrifty guy.
I hold on to my money a little too much. Sometimes,
bury it like a squirrel.
Yeah, bury it like a squirrel. Sometimes I'll find something that I really do want, and I have the money for it, and I'm like, it's time to just get something for me, and then I'll think about it for like 2 weeks before actually buying it. I just have to weigh everything, so I kind of find it hard to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
But where do you feel you lie on that spectrum?
Ooh, I am not good at saving money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I typically am like, oh, I have money to spend.
Yeah.
And so then the savings kind of go down, and I'm trying to work on that. I actually just sold the camera lens for almost $700
yesterday. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So a lot of that going back into savings.
Yeah.
So, this is a new start, new week, new me, right? Yeah.
New week, new me. Big fan of that. Yeah, so good stuff. But
gotta love hot chocolate.
Oh, where was I going with this? Yeah, so I guess there are pros and cons to both sides. Like there's definitely an advantage to being able to save money. Like there are advantages for me not spending money, but there's also disadvantages for me not wanting to spend money as much as I necessarily can, because I know when you go thrift shopping and you find something you see something and it reminds you of someone and you get them that's a real thoughtful gift, and people really appreciate that kind of thing.
Like the "I kiss better than I cook" sign that I got for Seth.
That was awesome. That was fantastic. Yeah, no, that stuff it's awesome. It just kind of brightens people's day.
And I got that mug for you. It said, what it's about left-handers still have rights.
Yeah. Left-handers still have rights. Yeah. Yeah, no, that stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
And like for me, I don't necessarily have that same opportunity to do that because I can't. I'm not spending money. I'm not seeking money like that.
For sure, yeah.
Whereas you are, so you have that opportunity. So there's definitely a positive in both sides. There's definitely a balance. Everything needs a balance, but
for sure,
it is hard to find that balance. But so, kind of moving on to the second topic-ish. We've kind of been talking about it a little bit, but gifting. So, I guess the first general question: which do you enjoy more, receiving or giving gifts? There's definitely enjoyment in both. Let's rephrase that. Which do you feel that you do more often, gifting or receiving? I stumped him.
You got me. I would say I was pretty sure about the first one, but the second question now I'm not so sure. Yeah. I
guess you can go ahead and answer the first question.
Okay, first question. I used to really like getting gifts, but as time has kind of gone on and I started getting stuff, especially with the thrift stuff, like I just love seeing people's reactions and buying the stuff that they like. And so that's part of why I also do the whole reselling thing. I love being able to buy a clothing item and then sell it to somebody and see them wear it.
Yeah.
Like, I went to the state fair, and this girl, Emmy, from K-State, she bought a pair of overalls with some flowers on the front pocket. And a week later, I run into her at the state fair, and she's wearing the overalls.
Dude, that's awesome.
And I don't know, it's a really great feeling, honestly. Yeah. Like, it's one thing, like, they're buying it and they're supporting you, but then when you see them wear it in public... Yeah. Like, they love it.
Yeah, it's like they actually enjoy it. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
And she posted a picture on Instagram,
too. Dude.
And so, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really cool when people do that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's definitely transformed over time to I enjoy giving gifts more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Giving gifts it is a really good feeling.
It is.
So, what is, on the flip side of that, what is a gift that you really enjoy receiving? Or like context behind that. So like
money's always a good one.
Money's a good gift. So like everyone loves money.
Right. But it's not the most meaningful personal gift.
And for me, with the way I am, I almost prefer a gift card to money because with money I throw it into I can hardly spend it because I save too much.
But you can't throw a $50 Target gift card.
No, I can't.
Or Burger King gift card.
I can't.
Who gives a Burger King gift card though? Come on.
Exactly.
No, we don't do that.
No one gets. But like I can't throw that into savings. I can't use that on tuition.
Actually, it's gonna be a good white elephant gift.
Get them a
gift card
for like $30.
When am I ever gonna use this? And I can't give it to anybody because no one else wants it.
You see them come home a couple days with just Burger King in their hands. We're not against Burger King. We just don't think it's the highest of quality.
No, but, it's better than Arby's. Maybe.
It depends on who you ask. We're not sponsoring anybody right now.
No,
we're
definitely not.
De-sponsoring,
yes. Yes, it's a new thing.
It's a new thing. You can't get us for that. Yeah. But yeah, so what kind of gift do you like to receive most?
Something that is thoughtful, something that they bought with the intent of me, something that reminded them of me. and something that is also
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's one thing to go on vacation and be like, oh, I got you this statue of the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I'm totally going to put that on my desk and just look at it. Like,
See, for me, statue of the Empire State Building, I love the Empire State
okay, well,
Building.
hey, now
that
I know
would
what I'm
go
going
on
to get you
my
next time I'm in
desk.
New York.
But
yeah,
no, I see what you're
but
saying.
I really enjoy having something that I can put to use
Mm-hmm.
and then think of them, you know, throughout the use of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, that's really cool. It's really cool.
So
thing.
it's not really like a specific gift, but you
Yeah.
know, if it meets those two qualifications, like
Yeah.
it's a great gift.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have an example on mind?
Mm.
On tap. In the memory reserves.
Not right now. But
Okay.
if I do,
I can let you
I'll
think
let
about
know,
it.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of enjoy the sentimental when they were thinking about you in some way. And for me, it doesn't necessarily need to be practical, but something I can look back to. I remember there was this girl back in high school. I was talking with her about something. I was making fun of her because she messed up at something. And she's like, accept my apology. And I was like, the only way I'm going to accept your apology is if a bald eagle flies down with a gold-laced note that has an apology on it. And
She
like
didn't.
that Sunday, it wasn't an actual bald eagle, but
that
she
would've
did
been
find
illegal.
that would have been illegal. But she found like a bald eagle like toy,
Yeah.
and then tied to this golden ribbon around this note, and then the note had the apology.
I like
on
that
it.
effort.
So-
If the effort goes to
Yeah.
that level, then it doesn't need to be useful.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. You know, I like she remembered the exact phrase I said, and then got something specific for that. So that was
incredible.
really cool. That was awesome.
What a gift.
I remember looking at it and like, this is it. You've done it. Oh, but yeah.
And one thing about gifts, I think that they also mean a lot more if it's not on a birthday or Christmas,
Mhm.
you know? Because
Yeah.
that's just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm obliged to give you a gift, but now it's on a regular day and you just give someone something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see a lot more meaning behind that. And I think gifts on birthdays are good, but sometimes you can be
Too gift focused.
Yeah, too gift focused.
That was definitely like every kid ever.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's like birthday
Okay,
gifts.
we got cake, we got presents,
Yeah.
we got party games, we got. Oh, we used to leave birthday parties and they'd give us like a goodie bag to go. Like,
Really?
thanks for. Did you not?
I only had
That's not
like
a
one
Missouri
party.
thing?
I only had like one party where that actually
That you got
happened.
invited? Oh.
No. Wow.
Okay.
No, that gave goodie bags. Mostly it was close friends and they
think-
were like smaller parties.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think about, with the exceptions of the ones that were like at rented out places.
yeah.
I think almost always there was like a goodie bag with like, you know, some snacks, little
Yeah.
trinket toys.
Yeah.
I miss that.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
those
It
were
was
fun.
like, hey, you know, I'm not really bribing you to come to my
Yeah.
kid's birthday party, but you know,
But here's
you go.
stuff. I'm not, it's not
Please
a bribe.
come back next year. You
Yeah.
know, he'll be happy. Yeah.
He'll be happy. You'll have more stuff.
Exactly.
As a kid, stuff is awesome.
Stuff is everything.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah.
Oh.
Ew.
Woo!
You know, I feel like half the podcast should just be making weird sounds in between talking, you know? Just like,
I mean,
yes.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did there.
Ho ho.
No, so I was thinking of kind of going back to I oversave things. When I was younger, I really learned the lesson you can't have your cake and eat it too. At one of my birthday parties, my mom...
That could be a book by Dawson Bailey.
a book by Dawson Bailey. But she made the cake for everyone at the party, and then she made a separate cake for me. Only me.
No.
And I was like,
No
this
way.
is awesome. Like, it was like a small, medium-sized cake, but I was just like, it's all mine. This is mine. So I had a piece of it, but then I saved the rest of it, because I'm like, I can have this whenever I want. And then I didn't really get to it until like 2 weeks later, and it wasn't great. It tasted bad. And I was like, Mom, this cake tastes bad, because I was like 8 years old. And she's like, yeah, it's 2 weeks old, honey. I'm like, so? It's probably gone bad. I was like, no. Learned a valuable lesson there. Because I always wanted to have it there, but if I never use it, what's the point of it being there? You know?
Right.
So
Even with food.
even with food.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that as much anymore because
It's like, oh yeah, I got this birthday cake. Let me just flex on y'all roommates,
Yeah.
Keep it in the fridge for like 2 months. No big deal. That's like Seth's carrots in the basement. They've got mold. They've got like entirely new species undiscovered to man growing on them.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool now.
Yeah. It is kind of cool. Yeah. So, for Christmas or birthdays, do you feel that you go out all out in a gift, or do you feel that since you feel it's less meaningful, you kind of hold back on a gift, if you give a gift at all?
I would say I definitely am barely clipping the bar,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have siblings, so that makes it kind of easy. I don't have to buy for them.
Mm-hmm.
For my parents, they're always kind of like, oh, I could use this or this, like mom is like, some new wool socks or some gloves or some chocolate.
Yeah.
Dad's like, oh, there's this new CD that came out or a new workout shirt or something like that. They've never like really asked for a whole lot, and so it's been pretty easy for me. I personally didn't really go out of my way to get them anything until this past year.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I don't know, I was just pretty self-centered about it all.
Mm-hmm.
But this past year at Christmas, I got, I believe, like 3 different clothing items, like a sweater, a rain jacket, and a t-shirt from my mom, and they were all like yellow, which is her favorite color.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
I wrapped those up for her. I thrifted them all. And then my dad, I think I got him like a thrifted item. I got him a CD that he asked for, and then I got him some other stuff. I didn't go as all out because I couldn't think of what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder to buy stuff for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this past Christmas was like the first time where I was like really getting into the whole giving aspect to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, from now on, that's definitely a goal of mine. To try and be more aware of, what I give.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I bouncing off what you kind of said about your dad with it's hard to find gifts for him. There are a lot of people where you don't necessarily know what they want,
right? Yeah.
But you do want to get them something.
Yeah. But you don't want to give them something that they don't want.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you give them a bad gift, and they'll be polite about it at the same time. Like, what am I supposed to do with this Yoda action figure? But so.
Oh, that reminds me. One time at a birthday, I believe it was a Thomas the Tank Engine VHS that I got from my parents. And back in the day, the VHS came with a wooden frame.
No,
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Awesome.
And so I was like, yes, best gift ever. And then, from my neighborhood friend at my birthday party, I opened up a box that he gives me. It's the exact same VHS and frame. And normally I would have been excited, and his look on his face was like, oh, he's gonna love it. He's gonna love it. I know he loves trains.
Yeah. And
I look at it, I'm like, Mom, this is the same one I got this morning. And his face just turned instantly.
Yeah.
And, I kind of look around and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. And then my mom was kind of glaring at me like, no, don't say that. Wait till later. And I was like, okay. I was like 6 or 7 though.
Yeah. That's a hard situation because he did find the gift
he did. He
found really wanted.
Perfect gift. But it was just too late.
Yeah, it was just too late.
It was a shame.
That is always hard to get a gift that you're so excited. Like, I know they love this, and they're like, I already got it.
Yeah. Sure is, yeah.
Yeah.
Back to what you were saying.
I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm going to move to a different
topic. Neither do I, which is why I went to
you. Bouncing off of that, I know at Christmases sometimes, like, I'll get a gift that I've already gotten, and as you get older, you kind of just play it off. You're like, thank you so much, but I'll always look at my brothers and like, I already had this. And so for my grandparents on my dad's side, when we go and do Christmas with them, they always get at least one item that they get for all of us. But it's like they get us, like they'll get each of us the same item. So
yeah, my grandparents on my dad's side have done that in the past as well. Yeah.
And they're all wrapped the same.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember when we were younger, one year was hula hoop. So we just have this massive like hula hoop wrap.
I wonder.
And we're looking at it, I wonder what it is.
Was it wrapped around the rim, so it was just like a hoop wrapped, or was it like a giant circle with it covering the whole surface?
Yeah, it was covering the whole surface.
Okay. That makes it interesting.
We still knew what it was. I'll tell you what, the most vivid gift I remember that just blew my mind was I was at Christmas, right? And before that, I had been at the store and I had saw this specific Bionicles kit. This one character back in the...
Let me just say, shout out to Bionicles.
Shout out to Bionicles.
One of the best Lego series to have ever been created.
Those were amazing.
I have so many in my closet at home.
Awesome. Yeah, we have like a box of them back in our house. But there was one that I really wanted. I was like, this one is...
Which one was it?
Awesome. I can't remember. It had something to do with the color purple. That's all I remember. But
was it a good guy or a bad guy?
It was a good guy.
Toa?
Good guy. I don't remember. It might have been.
But all the good guys were Toas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just a Toa.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with facts about it, but
I don't even remember a purple Bionicle.
Yeah.
Man, I want that one.
I want that one. But I saw it and I was like, I want that one. And I get to Christmas. I didn't tell anyone about this. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell anyone. And I get there and I open this thing up and it's that exact Bionicles kit and it was from my aunt.
No
and
way.
I'm just like,
how did you know?
How did you figure it out? And I guarantee my face was just like, like, wow.
Oh, she must have been so happy to hear that.
Yeah. So, I remember I was like, Mom, this is exactly what I want. How the heck did you figure it out? I don't know.
Hey, moms have eyes in the back of their head.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Beware.
I'm sure my mom might have seen me looking at it for a prolonged amount of time or something.
You know, she walks in, takes you to Toys R Us, and then leaves you at the Lego aisle, comes back 15 minutes later, you're still standing looking at the same Bionicles.
Yeah.
She's like, I wonder.
I wonder, and me as, the 8-year-old kid, how did you figure it out?
There's no way she could have known.
There's no way. I didn't tell anyone. I was a vault.
I only stared at it for like an hour, okay? Like.
Oh, but no, that stuff is cool, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the most memorable gift I got, I would have to say, a basketball goal.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as much of a surprise.
Yeah.
Because I kind of knew that it was coming because I wanted it really bad. But I think I probably put the most use into that. Or my Wii. One of the two.
The Wii was very
I think I might have been more excited for the Wii, actually.
Uh-huh.
It says a lot about our society.
Dang, video games.
Kids these days. Don't know how to play outside. But yeah, no. Those were top tier gifts, without a doubt.
Yeah. I remember... one time I was giving a gift. I was 11, I think, and I got invited to this girl's birthday party, which was weird, but it was one of the first times that it's kind of like happened to me.
Yeah.
So I went with one other guy in my class. This was back when I went to a private school. So we went, and it was at one of those like big open gymnastic places.
Oh, I love those.
And so we were playing around, and the gift I had gotten her, when we all sat in a circle when she opened gifts, and there was like 18 people there, 16 girls, and then me and this other guy. The only guys there. And
it's a good ratio.
So I like to put a little fun spin on the opening of my gifts, which is fun for guys, not as much fun for the girls. So this particular one, I may have made a mistake since I put it in a shoebox and I duct taped the crap out of it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did.
To a girl?
To a girl. There was no mental restraint there, and that was probably one of the most awkward, 3 minutes of my life, because everyone is sitting quiet as she's trying to open this duct tape.
It's not even funny anymore.
It's not funny. They're all looking at me. The girls are all looking at me like, you are the worst human being I've ever seen, and I'm just like, I am so sorry. And she didn't even open it. She just put it to the side because she couldn't get it opened.
No way.
Yeah.
What did you get her?
It was just like a gift card.
You put a gift card in a shoebox and you duct taped it. Yes. To an 11-year-old girl.
To an 11-year-old.
You're horrible.
I just didn't really have an understanding. Like an 11-year-old guy would think that's funny, and he'd try to destroy that box.
Right, he would just throw it at the wall and start stomping on it. And
yeah, but no, I just didn't quite get that understanding, and I didn't run that one by my parents first. So. Oh, it was pretty awkward. It was pretty awkward.
Did you get invited the next year?
No, I wasn't there the next year. That was
Yeah.
my last year at private school. But now, on the upside, one of the gifts that I did mess with, and it was a good time, was it was one of those popcorn containers.
Oh, the red and white striped ones.
Yeah. So just the cylindrical popcorn containers, and I got them cash, but I taped it to the top of the lid.
You taped the cash?
I think I put it like in an envelope,
Oh.
and then I taped it to the top of the
Okay.
lid, and then I just filled the actual bin with like a whole bunch of stuffing, and then put a little box at the bottom. And so he takes the lid off, sets it aside, and then starts digging through it. And he found nothing because there's nothing in the rest of the bin.
Oh.
He's like, "Did you give me nothing?" I was like, "No, I got you something." He's like, "Where is it?" I was like, "It was in that container." They spent like 10 minutes looking for this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Until one of the guys was like, "It's here! It's under." That was a good time. That was fun.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
But-
Oh, guys love this stuff.
Mhm.
White elephant gifts, you wrap it in like 12 different
Oh, yeah.
boxes, Russian doll style.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
open it, there's another box.
And
You
then
open it.
eventually you get down and it's wrapped in, Walmart bags.
Yeah.
And then it's wrapped in wrapping paper after that. And it's a brick.
Yeah, and there's actually nothing there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "I had the money in my pocket."
Actual garbage.
No.
Yeah, guys in grade school, middle school love that.
Oh yeah,
Eat
they
it
love
up.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So moving on to our last topic, a third topic. Depicting is the word I used, mostly because it rhymes, but also it fits kind of what I was wanting to talk about. I know you're big into the thrifting and the kind of the art, and you do photography as well.
Yes,
So
sir.
you do a whole lot of different forms of art styles. So how do you approach that? Or tell us a little bit about your art life.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting. It goes way back to when I was a lot younger. I believe I started out with drawing classes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at this place called Monart School of Art. And
Hey.
there was Wendy Pepper and Charles Ballman. They were the teachers.
Wow.
They ended up getting married, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool story. So, I started going there with some grade school friends. This was back when I was homeschooled.
Mhm.
Didn't have an art class, so, go there once a week.
Mhm.
And it was kind of a, follow along drawing style. Teacher would draw on the board, start with like a line or a shape, and you do that. And, eventually you get to the finished product.
Mhm.
And they would sketch it all out in black and white, and then it was up to you what color you chose. And they
Yeah.
had these special, really nice markers, and they're the best.
Yeah.
They're the best markers I've ever used. And, you just fill that bad boy in, and it was gorgeous. First thing I ever made was a ladybug at that art school. I guess it goes back even further to when I was I was 2 years old when I made my first painting. I remember because my mom had it in her bedroom. It was like this mess of a finger paint, orange and blue
Yeah.
paint, I just thrown it all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd paint all the time. So I guess I started from, a very young age, which I kind of forgot about.
Yeah.
And so, it got to the point where I guess my parents were like, hey, we should start giving, art lessons to them. And so I did that for a very long number of years. And eventually, I quit around in middle school because I wanted to focus more on sports.
Yeah.
And I also grew up playing piano as well. I quit around middle school. And was kind of in a hiatus for a couple of years.
Mhm.
Picked up photography in, I think, 8th grade.
Okay.
And so started playing around with my parents' cheap digital camera.
Yeah.
Went outside one day when it rained, taking pictures of water droplets on the flowers, petals,
Yeah.
taking pictures of the sky, all the lush greens. And
Uh-huh.
I came back and I was like, yeah, this is something I could do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just went from there. Took a lot of time trying to just go out and take pictures whenever I could.
Mhm.
I was real passionate about it. Got a new camera for Christmas, probably freshman year, maybe sophomore year. And then junior year of high school, got my first real good camera.
Yeah.
And I had that throughout till summer going into sophomore year when I left it on top of a car on vacation. It fell off and it got ran over.
Dang.
It was a bummer. But
Yeah.
throughout that whole process, I really was taking a lot of photos, like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was kind of my lifestyle. It was kind of like who I was. Everybody knew me as the Kemp photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I didn't really do a whole lot of drawing, painting, anything like that. So once I didn't have the camera anymore, I was like, well, crap, what do I do now? And so ended up taking this class called Exploring Creativity here at K-State. And, you know, I always get a load for it from my friends. They're like, oh, creativity, how was that a class? Yeah. And ended up being one of the coolest classes I've taken. I actually went back this last week and talked with 2 other former classmates in a panel discussion to the current class.
That's awesome.
And got to, you know, talk about the final project, about the portfolio, and recommendations, you know, different do's and don'ts. Yeah, that was really cool.
No, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, that class really pushed me to get outside my comfort zone with art, and so started painting again, started drawing, started like writing more poetry, you know, just all different types of creative exercises. As I'm talking now, I'm looking back to like different times in grade school, middle school, where I would like do chalk art or just paint on paper plates with my friends, or like any kind of stuff. So I guess art's always kind of been a bit of a part of my life for me, like making stepping stones with mosaics. It's hard to even remember everything I've done. But at this point right now, I am learning a lot of videography and graphic design. I'm taking some classes over them, and so that's where I'm at right now, and I just want to keep growing in every aspect of it. Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So I know you have a whole lot of different cameras. Do you want to kind of go over what the different ones do?
For sure. Right now, I have a lot of film cameras. I've been shooting film for like the past 2 years. Let's see. First film camera I got was a $2 camera I got at a camera shop in Wichita.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's one of those like, oh, it's $2. It's probably not that good. One of the best ones I have.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Super easy. It's never malfunctioned on me.
That's awesome.
It's a winner.
Yeah.
Then I've got some nicer ones, more of a DSLR type, where you actually wind it up, set the aperture, set the shutter speed. You got to do it all manually. They don't have any batteries because I am lazy. I haven't bought any. So the light meter doesn't work, and so I got to guess the exposure on every shot. And that's definitely helped me kind of train my eye. Kind of figure out, you know, what each photo needs. Then I've got some disposable cameras. You know, quick 24 or 27 shot, you know, just take it with the flash or without the flash, and you're good to go. Yeah. And then I've got some Polaroid cameras. I've started using those recently at Mike's 21st party. And I've got my iPhone, which I use the most out of everything. Yeah. It's very accessible. Yeah. I've got the SE, so it's like it's a decent camera. Yeah. But I really want the new iPhone XR, you know, just for the camera. I don't care about the size or the storage.
Just the nice camera.
I just want the camera.
Yeah. No, I get that. So,
but yeah, I have a lot of cameras, and then I've got a lot at home that I just keep on a shelf for decoration. My grandpa, he's bought me a ton of film cameras. Yeah. And the first like real good film camera that I got was from him, actually.
Really? That's awesome. Yeah. So, what do you think the advantage is to some of these cameras over like maybe the new iPhone camera? Like why would you use one of those cameras as opposed to the newer technology that they have?
So part of film is the look of the photo. It's all about that vintage kind of got the grain. You got the kind of the distorted colors maybe. Yeah. Big part of it for me is nighttime photos with the flash. Yeah. Super crystal clear, you know, it looks professional almost. Yeah. And you can take it at parties, you're going to take it biking with friends at night, you know. I love nighttime flash photos. State Fair, I got a disposable camera. Ended up not working, so I got no nighttime photos. Man. But that's okay. Yeah. Another advantage is just the I would say like the disposability, I guess. Like with a disposable camera, you get a drink poured on it, you know, you can step on it, your screen's not going to crack. Like, don't have to worry about the phone. Don't have to worry about the battery dying. You know, you can just, you know, do whatever with it. Yeah.
Do you enjoy using those actual cameras more than a phone, or kind of where?
It depends.
Yeah.
I think I do like using them more, but I can't use them all the time since it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Although I've found I do enjoy film cameras and my iPhone more than like a really fancy digital camera.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's something about the ease and accessibility of having something so small.
Yeah. I'm sure that's helpful. Just kind of having something available when you need a shot.
You can just throw it in your pocket or whatever. Yeah.
Because nature doesn't really run your schedule. It just kind of
No,
goes and does its own thing. Yeah.
But if I'm going on like a road trip or something like that, I'll bring a nice one.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So what's your favorite kind of landscape to take a picture of, or favorite scenery? Doesn't even have to be a landscape, but.
I like anything with mountains.
Yeah.
Anything with a lot of trees.
Yeah.
Some rolling hills, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Around here, I guess I would say something with like some rolling hills in the background, and you got some trees, and then maybe like an open field.
Yeah.
Maybe some good golden light coming in right before the sunset.
Yeah.
Sunflower fields. Went to one of those last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to take a picture of lightning?
I have. With the digital camera, you can kind of set it up for long exposures, and so it takes a picture for like 30 seconds or 10 seconds, and so you can try and capture that lightning bolt.
Yeah.
I wasn't too good at it.
Yeah.
And there are certain, applications you can like plug into your camera, and it'll actually take the picture when the lightning flashes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I haven't bought it. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But if you're really into storm chasing and all that, it's a must-have.
Yeah. There are some pretty cool lightning shots that I've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you sell some of these pictures sometimes. Where do you do that at?
I've only done it a couple of times.
Okay.
So twice I've done it at Final Fridays.
Yeah.
And that's a thing in Wichita. KC has First Fridays. It's kind of a arts fest, at the end of the month, at the beginning of the month. Artists of all types, painters, photographers, musicians, etc.
Mm-hmm.
It's all one big gathering at some different local locations, bars, restaurants, venues, and artists come together and display their creations. And so I've been a part of 3 now. 2 of them I displayed and sold photos.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with probably 10 to 12 other artists at any given time, and we just hang up our work, and then we have tables set aside for the prints that we're selling.
Yeah.
And people just come in, invite your closest friends, post on social media, get everybody you can.
Yeah.
And if they come in and like your work, then they'll buy it.
Yeah.
And then another time I sold some leftovers from a Final Friday on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
And I sold out of those.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Sold out, yeah. Means you probably took some good pictures.
I tried.
Yeah, I tried. Well, I think I'm going to start to wrap this up. Do you have anything else you were wanting to say? Throw out on the table?
I want to say shout out to Gia Vargas, because she's the hacky sack not the vice president. She made me the vice president.
Yeah.
She is the president of the Hacky Sack Club, greatest club at K-State. Shout out to Dawson Bailey for hosting me today. It's been an honor.
I thank you.
And shout out to hot chocolate.
Shout out to some hot chocolate.
Delicious.
I'd like to make a shout out to the new appearance of the sweet apple candle.
Let me just talk a moment for this candle. I walk into the podcast room. Dawson's got a candle lit with 3 wicks sitting here on this table. Put me at ease immediately. I was not anxious, I was just so comfortable, ready to go, ready to talk. A sweet apple aroma filled the room. Breathing it in, I felt like I was in an orchard. Orchard? Apple orchard. Orchids are something different.
Oh, they are.
We can talk about those another time on the gardening podcast.
On the garden.
But yes, it's a great candle.
Yeah. No, it's a nice little space now where you got the table, the candle.
Yeah, it feels like a real podcast.
Yeah, right? Hey, this is a real podcast. Okay.
Did I say it?
Did I say it wasn't? Did I say it wasn't?
I'm about to get kicked off.
Yeah. we'll see if we see you. I'm just kidding. It's been awesome.
I
having
may
you.
not be coming back.
It's been awesome having you, Kemp.
Yeah, it's been awesome being here.
Yeah, some real cool conversations. I feel like I learned more about thrifting and art than I probably knew in the past, especially about cameras and whatnot.
I learned a couple funny stories from your gift giving experiences.
Yes, just be prepared. The next time you get a gift from me, it's gonna be brutal.
Absolutely,
it's gonna be brutal.
I'll come with my toolkit.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we'll see you next time. Have a great day and a great week.
Thank you, you too.